It's Chocolina. Is that a dead chocobo? Oh no, that's just a chocobo leg.
Oh,
I guess.
Well, not exactly like me, of course, since I'm not human. I feel so blue, but I might feel better if you buy something.
Works every time. Although I'm not going to buy anything.
Thank you, Con. I hope my
I really don't plan on buying anything at all. She has nothing in her shop of use at the moment. Oh look, dude. Yeah, it's just me. For a second there I thought the ghouls were a little bit more powerful. Never mind.
They're taking up position in front of the wall.
I'll just fight these guys. Koboldroid? Koboldroid Yin. I think there's a behemoth card in one of them. Either a behemoth or a strong monster.
That guy must have been the gatekeeper, huh?
What?
So,
What is?
we know how to
What's
get
going
past the
on?
rest of these
Where is it?
barricades.
Oh, there it is. I was wondering where the monster was at. And now, and this is where the area starts to pick up a little bit. At least in the difficulty of monsters. Although I'm not really worried about it. I still think I'm fairly over leveled for most areas in this game. I'd really like to get that treasure sphere. But they wouldn't let me. Oh well. I'll go back and grab it in just a second. When this battle is over. It's already over. I think the one thing that I never really liked was the fact that you couldn't get the seat on your team. Which, when you think about it, it kind of makes sense that you wouldn't be able to. But then again, it would be nice to have monsters that are technically a powerhouse in the game. Like the sacrifices. The sacrifices are actually pretty powerful, from what I remember. I can't quite remember how large this area is. I'm gonna find out soon, though. I believe that was an Orion sitting at the bottom down there, which I'm probably gonna try and fight. And then at the end there'd be a boss, as usual. But I think it's time that I can start spoiling the game a little bit. Mainly because this game is almost, I think, 2 years old. Yeah, it's almost 2 years old. So, you know, if you want to play it without any spoilers, stop the video now and go either play the game or go buy it and play it, I guess. Aw, that one kind of spawned right in front of me. Yeah, I'll do my best not to put too many spoilers. And from what I remember, we're getting fairly close to the end of the game anyway. I can't remember how many more areas are after this. I do know there's another Academia time. We go back to Augusta Tower. And even some parts of the game you'll go back to the same area to train and that kind of stuff. Those are really the only other areas I remember at the moment.
Did you just say Falsi?
I can't. There's. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a Falsi here. I remember now. I can't remember if we faced said Falsi. We might. I would like to save before I get there, though.
No way. That can't be right. Have the Falsi somehow come back and taken over from the government?
I don't know. Like, I can't quite remember who's the boss of this area. I think it is the Falsi though. Nope, 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 I'm not. There we go. Huh. Oh well. In just a second we'll find out who the Falsi is. I still think this area is much. When I played through the game the first time, this area took me a while to get through. But then again, I was going through every part of the map and fighting a lot of different enemies and all that fun stuff. I really don't want to fight that. Oh, here we go.
Not this way.
Alrighty then.
More of this? No, I think we're trapped.
I think you're right.
There's only one thing to do, and that's fight. Taxums. These things are really no match. Huh. I thought this battle would be a little bit harder. Oh well.
All right, we give up. We won't fight anymore, so why don't you show yourself? Caius.
Pretend to capitulate and buy yourself time. It's not a bad strategy.
You've got no reason to fight me, Caius.
Wrong. You are the enemy. You are contradictions in the timeline. I have every reason to eliminate you. 200 years ago, you learned the forbidden history, and were entombed in that tower as a consequence. But now you stand before me alive and well once again. What can that be if not a paradox?
Towers and forbidden histories? What's he talking about? Could it be something from the future?
Could be. Maybe at some point we traveled 200 years before this time and encounter Caius there. But I don't plan on letting him kill us.
There is no mistake. You are one and the same. A distortion, a contradiction.
Caius, this is unlike you. If we're in your way, why not just stop us yourself?
A fitting sacrifice was required for you to comprehend your transgressions. To that end, I enlisted some assistance.
Sarah!
Yeah, those goals are no problem to beat. They're too easy. I'm still waiting for that point at which we actually fight Caius for real, though. It's going to be a tough battle from what I remember. Well, actually, I take that back. The battle itself is not hard. It's just Caius's attacks are very annoying. He does a lot of wound damage, which is ridiculous. Oh, I hate these
Why
machines.
would you do that?
The Coon's Falsi were like that too. I wouldn't think twice about sacrificing human life.
I need to save this person. Or, no, never mind. That was Noel that was fighting. Okay. I thought it was just a random civilian. But like I said, Caius does a lot of wound damage. So if you don't know what the quote-unquote wound status effect is, it's not really a status effect. It's more of just a regular attack. But what it does, he'll hit you with an attack, and then it'll wound you. Which, quite frankly, there's a... I forget what game it was from. But there was like a disease status effect that you could get,
These people. This is happening because of us.
and what it would do is it would keep you from healing so much health. And I don't think it was ever a Final Fantasy status effect. I think it's from a different game. But what wound does is it'll hit you with the regular attack and release wound damage, which is it'll be a certain amount of health that you can't get back from your maximum. So let's say he does 200 damage and he does, 12, 15, 20 wound damage. What it'll do is you'll be able to heal that all the way back up to the point at which you are whatever wound damage he did to you under maximum. So technically wound damage keeps you from getting maximum health in the fight. Although there's wound potions, which I usually stock up on before the fight, because I know how it's going to end if I don't.
Your very existence poisons the timeline and invites disaster.
He really is convinced we're the cause of this paradox, huh?
Vermin, if this tragedy is to come to an end, no trace of you can remain in this reality.
Well then fight us, Caius. Come on. I'm ready. Actually, no, I'm not. Caius can technically still kick my ass at this point in the game. Caius is no joke. And I'm not saying that to be, for it to be taken lightly. He really is no joke in this game. I kind of wish he would quit disappearing on me, though. And it's not even cool. And see, I remember what I was trying to do in this game before was